A 99-year-old Kentucky veteran is finally getting the recognition he's waited more than 8 decades for. Glenn Fisher was awarded the Purple Heart this morning at the Fraser History Museum, 81 years after he was wounded in action. We shared his story with you months ago about a recording error that kept him from receiving a Purple Heart. Photojournalist Gabrielle DeGeorge shows us how Fisher was able to receive the honor.
I've been so excited that I haven't been able to sleep at night thinking about what a wonderful thing is happening.
So Glenn has become sort of an adopted father to me, especially over the last 10, 11 years.
He's the Bedford Fire Department hero. He's everything.
And I just kept thinking all the time, I really want to be in the Army. It's when Japan bombed Pearl Harbor on December the 7th on a Sunday. On Monday, I got up and I said, I just got to serve my country.
Well, he'd only turned 15 2 months before that, so they wouldn't let him go into service. He came back, and he finally entered the service as a 16-year-old. The Germans continued to fire these huge German 88 artillery guns, and that's where Glenn was wounded. A huge piece, shrapnel, hit nearby, killed 2 of his friends. It's taken a long time because you either have to be an eyewitness for a Purple Heart or you have to have the documents to support being wounded. But at that time, he was told all the records had been burned in a 1973 fire in St. Louis.
One of the morning reports has Private Fisher then at an evacuation site. So from my perspective, a reasonable person could assume that he was wounded enough to be evacuated from theater. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and present the Purple Heart to Colonel Fisher, then Private Fisher, for his Purple Heart. Sir, on behalf of the United States Army, we appreciate your dedication, your selfless service, and your sacrifice. It's an honor and a privilege to pin this Purple Heart on you. I know it's been long overdue, but thank you for your service.
I feel like I've served it well.
He represents the best of America. So Glenn got shrapnel in his cheek, in his thigh and leg.
Something that he likely carried since his injuries in 1945. But today we're happy to say you're carrying and wearing a different kind of medal, a Purple Heart.
Congratulations. Fisher turns just 100 years old in just a matter of months.